Okay, so now, do we want to wait for Hosta to come back?
That's... I don't know how long they're going to be on. Um, I was gonna ask to narrate this one because I was actually gonna ask you to read the narration in my piece because I was gonna read the Kanaya dialogue. Um,
Ah, okay.
and there's a fair amount of dialogue in that one. I know I've read that one on my
And I'm
stream.
back.
Oh, you're back. Hey, that settles that real quick. So there's Nana Sprite and there's Jane.
I
I
had to use the
guess
restroom.
cool.
And there's Nana Sprite too,
Oh
I think.
yeah, that's right. They're different.
There's
There's two Nana Sprites and a Jane. So I guess y'all, if y'all want to divvy up those lines, I'll do the narration on this one.
okay. I can do both of the Nana Sprites if you want to do the chains.
Oh, that's really good, Allie Pie. I suck at making humanoid things. That's really cool, Allie. Thanks. This looks awesome. I had to remake it so many times, like 7 times. I'm gonna go put this on my desk. Nice job, Allie Pie. She made me a really cute black skull, and it's awesome.
Neat.
Cool.
It's so hard to make humanoid. Discord friends.
When are we talking?
After Discord friends. It was a preemptive thing that we've been planning for a while. And I am typing out the agenda right now. Well, not right now, but like, it's right now. Gamsey, no. Gamsey, no.
Here comes the chicken.
The Gamzee chicken. Oh my god. Well, to introduce this fic while Gamzee is being wrangled. This is another Jane-focused fic called The Heiress's New Groove. We did read the first chapter at some point. I don't remember when. We read it a little
It
while
was
ago.
a few weeks ago.
I
Yeah.
can't hear y'all.
Uh-oh.
That's not good. We can hear
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
We can hear you fine.
I wasn't hearing y'all for a bit there.
So this is teen and up audiences, no archive
Yes,
warnings. Tags will update as this updates. Bit of a slow burn in it. Implied reference alcohol abuse and alcoholism, and that's it for tags. So this one is pretty like doesn't have a lot of like hardcore stuff.
Rad.
Cool.
Is the Caliborn one?
No, we're gonna do that one in a couple.
Okay.
All right.
Just let the author know we're about to read it in the Jane zine.
Yeah.
I like Jane.
I like Jane too, actually. Jane is a good character.
Who gets propaganda now?
Who gets a lot of shit for no good reason.
Well, I mean, like, I think the reason most people don't like Jane is the epilogue.
I don't like anything about the epilogues. I don't know
I
what that
will-
is. That sounds fake.
Nothing.
I will say that like there was like Jane hate prior to the epilogues, but it was a
Yeah.
different breed of Jane hate. It was more wah, girls are boring than like
Yeah.
I hate this literal actual Nazi fascist that I'm delivered in the epilogues, which I don't think is a bad take given like what you're given in the epilogues. It just
Right.
sucks that that's the correct take.
Exactly. All right.
I've honed my Jane opinions down to a very fine, sharp point.
That's valid of you. Hosta, are you cool with voicing Jane's lines?
Except that I might have to yeet myself over to my tablet, which will make reading things hard, but I will try. There will be an attempt.
Okay. Cool. That's fine.
It sounds like a solid maybe.
There you go. That's good enough for me.
Yep, same.
I
That's
will-
the level
I
we
will-
operate at.
Look to my best.
That's better than maybe even.
Oh yeah, let me hit that fic or that chat with the link to this fic.
Yeah, let's do that.
Put it in the VC text chat as well in
Thanks.
case anybody's following. All right, so everybody can follow along.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Rad. I'm trying to be good about that. There's that fic list command, but it takes you to the website.
Yeah,
It doesn't give you
it's not
all the
exactly.
links.
It's not 100% seamless, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't feel like updating that every single week. Sorry.
I did.
That's too much.
I can't imagine
Oh, no,
why.
it's fine.
I do a lot. I'm pretty organized. That's a little much even for me.
Yeah, that's a lot. Alrighty.
Okay. And then I think in the last chapter of this fic, Jane was deposed from her position as the heiress of Crocker Corp by some nefarious goings on, and she was drinking at her kitchen table.
Yes, I believe that is correct. All right, Hosta, are you ready?
Narrator?
You're Jane.
I'm narrating. You're Jane,
Okay.
and Bucky will be
Okay.
reading the two Nan sprites.
Okey-dokey.
Cool. Jesus, the sun is even worse than your dingy kitchen light. Although you're one of those cool people who have transition lenses, you still squint with the ferocity of someone toked out of their mind. Slowly trudging through the yard, you pass your boxes of assorted summer foods. Tomatoes, squash, pepper, you know the drill. They look quite all right, despite not having been watered in the last few days. Sort of weird, but you chalk it up to your dad picking up your slack as usual. Actually, you do a double take. They look like they'll be ready to harvest within a day or so. Again, sort of weird, as you planted these rather late into the season. You know that with being a busy go-getter businesswoman and all, you estimated they wouldn't see fruition for at least another week. Hey, maybe your life powers are good for something other than stitching up your friend's head. You arrive at the gazebo in the center of it all, courtesy of Crocker Corp upon your return to Earthsea, a sort of housewarming gift, even though you actually never actually moved to a new home. But a gift is a gift, you suppose. The outside shelter is all white with faded red shingles and trimming. The chairs are also white with red cushions embroidered with a Crocker Corp fork and a matching red table. As upset as you are, the fact that the table mimics a giant fork is still really cute.
Slight technical difficulty. One second. God love it. Technical difficulty.
Your line is ... so if you want to make a noise of some kind, I suppose that's fair. Jane's line.
Sorry, we're not. Like, Jane might be a little slow for a bit.
That's fine.
Switch from my computer to my tablet because my computer ran out of time. Stream and add.
I think we can just...
Yeah, let's just continue on. Fuck those guys. Fuck those guys. You carefully place your mug on the not cute fork table before throwing yourself into a seat. Etiquette be damned, you think as you swing your feet over the side of the rattan chair. Oh yeah, you forgot you were wearing your Crocker Corp slippers. Ugh. You kick them off unceremoniously, leaning your head back and closing your eyes. Just another 5 minutes, and then you'll force yourself to pull out the old gloves and clippers.
Pardon the intrusion.
Jane, are you ready, or you want me to do the lines for a little bit?
1 second. I'm having to move over to my phone. We're having more problems, and it's so slow.
Ah!
Hi.
Hi!
Hello, person.
Sorry for arriving
Oh,
late.
hey.
No, you're good.
Hopefully
Oh,
I
no, it's
didn't
fine.
beat... Oh, no. Anyway, hi.
Oh no, you're fine. Hello.
Kit has...
Kit, do you want to do Jane's lines while
sh-
Offset gets their
Yeah.
situation sorted?
Sure, hold on. I gotta text you guys in Discord right now, because I adjusted my settings for a different call, and then I just left that, so... Hold on, let me grab the link. Did we start, or, like,
yes.
where are we in the fic?
The line
Yeah,
is
we're-
ah.
Mine is ah?
Yeah, you're Jane.
We're
and-
like maybe a third of the way down.
Yeah.
Nana Sprite just said, "Pardon the intrusion."
Found it.
In your scrambling, you fall into the floor, slamming your shoulder into the fake wood. Fuck!
Are you all right, dear?
You glance up at her and scowl. She's concerned, all right, but the mischievous glint in her eye doesn't escape your notice. You rub into your forehead and to ease the revival of your migraine before pushing yourself back into your chair, sitting normally this time. You're hunched over, forearms on your thighs, before you go to correct yourself in case yourself makes any comments.
I'm fine. Thanks for the concern.
Are you sure about that? It's almost noon and you're still lying about in your night clothes.
These guys just can't seem to leave you alone today.
Sorry, again, trying to adjust volumes. They're old and worn. I may as well get Turi and them, out here.
Oh, you're working in the garden. It's such a lovely day for it.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like any help?
Reconnecting Wi-Fi, and we are good.
Or perhaps I can whip you up a proper meal as an incentive to finishing your work quickly. Your father tells me you haven't been eating right this last week. He's going out with Nana 1 for the day, so it'll just be the two of us until late this evening.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. That was Jane.
You
No,
paw,
it's fine. My Wi-Fi just decided to hate me.
you paw around in your dim brain looking for the light switch. You're pretty sure Nana 1 came from the same doomed timeline as Roxy. Nana 2 is your Nana Sprite, whatever that means.
Jane? Waiting for the captain's orders.
Oh, sorry. I didn't really have an answer for you. Whatever you feel up to the task, I suppose.
Hoo-hoo-hoo. If that's the case, let me make this my opportunity.
What?
Okay,
If you're
we're
walking
good.
Okay, do you want your roll back?
Please.
Alright.
Wait, what?
I was just asking if you wanted to be Jane.
What? Oh, no, yeah.
Alright.
What?
If you're walking towards the gazebo from the back door, you would notice a small but sturdy brown shed to the back right of the gazebo. It miraculously survived interdimensional transportation alongside your house, and the two of you didn't have the heart to replace it. Or at least you won't until it decays beyond usability. Inside it now sits fatherly tools of miscellaneous use from a long-dead civilization, and, more recently, your gardening equipment. You brought some supplies a summer or so ago, when Jade invited you to tag along as an extra pair of hands for some newly synthesized crops in her greenhouse. Nana Sprite 2's detached arm runs over to you, yanking the back of your chair, dragging it until it's in front of the shed. Actually, throwing would be more apt, the chair leaving the ground at times. You feel like a sack of potatoes.
So that's, your thing.
I know, I did this.
Oh, sorry.
Hey!
A familiar rough manhandling from omnipotent forces. It didn't really hurt, especially compared to your earlier fall. You shift to sit properly, once more, you're quick to tack on, absolutely discombobulated from it all.
All right, dearie, you've forced my hand.
The hand waves at you before flying back to its owner.
We've been keeping an eye on you, and you've done nothing but make seedy decisions. You're not in any trouble, but you're in need of an intervention. However, before we get there, what you need is a good kick in the ass.
Excuse me? You aren't my
You heard me, whippersnapper. Listen up. You have done nothing but mope and weep around in your undergarments for a whole fortnight now. Crying may be good for the soul, but you wallow in it and make yourself feel worse after a certain point. How does that solve anything? Not to mention what you're even crying over. Hardly worth your time, honestly. Really, it's poison for your soul and for this planet. Maybe this was a good twist of fate. Jane?
You feel like you're on fire. You can hardly breathe. There's something wet on your face, but you don't know if it's tears, snot, or saliva. All of the above, you decide as you shove your face toward your knees.
Can you hear me now? I said boo hoo hoo. I don't know what to think. I'm terribly upset. Everything is going to hell in a handbasket, and I don't know what to fucking think anymore. My career is ruined, and I've become the goddamn laughing stock of the world. How am I supposed to rebound when I won't be able to show my face for the next millennia? I don't even have my friends anymore. My life is ruined.
What makes you say any of that?
Just how adulthood works. It happens to everyone.
Dear, your support system is a garden. You need to invest time and energy in order to get the most of it.
Gamzee, no! Gamzee!
Jane, it's not the end of the world. Not this time, at least. Life will always throw curveballs at you, but as long as you're still alive, you can always rebound and come back better than ever.
You stay quiet, sniffling away, rubbing your face on your shirt's collar. You're so tired, and you don't think you could move your pinky, let alone fix your life. A sigh escapes you, feeling how drained you truly are and have been.
Besides, even if you got a chance, every one of those achievements you would have collected would be undermined by its means of acquisition. And it's not like you carved this path. You've been sitting at the end, waiting for someone to hand you a medal for something you didn't even work for.
I did work for it. What?
Inheritance and deification do not qualify you. In addition, that sort of evil will continue to stomp on others in order to line its own pockets, and you would have been a contributor and a beneficiary, founded by a witch and maintained by greedy bastards. Is that the legacy you wish to uphold?
You drag your foot across the dirt. You're still barefoot from earlier. The ground is warm. The sod stopped at the gazebo. Everything else behind it to the fence was more barren. Earth, not turf.
All right.
A crack and a pop later, you've begun to move the chair back in its spot, passing Nana Sprite 2.
This garden won't prune itself. We have some hands to get dirty. Though I do have gloves in the shed if you don't mind grabbing me a pair.
Of course, dearie.
Nice.
That entire time, I could not get over Bucky or Nana Sprite voice. It was so good. I loved it.
It's really good.
Thanks. I'm not sure like what character I'm like trying to hit there, but it's a fun one to do.
It's very enjoyable, at least for me.
Cycle is what I was getting from it.
It's like it's like one of my 3 mom voices.
Yeah, you gotta have a stock of voices. All right.
Yeah, exactly.